one.
You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez.
I'm Mike Morales. How are you?
Good to see you.
Hope everybody's okay. Everybody survived Halloween and Dia de los Muertos because this is when we're taping. And what's on the agenda tonight, Alex?
We've got Alma del Agave, or de Agave, excuse me.
Alma de Agave.
They've been out for a while.
They have. They've been out for a while. They, according to their Facebook page, unfortunately their website's down. I'm not sure why, but in 2010, they at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, they won a gold medal for the Añejo, a gold medal for the Reposado, and a bronze for the Blanco.
Wow.
And tonight we're going to be tasting the Reposado only, which again is the a medal winner at San Francisco. Look at the bottle on this, Alex. Isn't that cool? The way
It's
they
a
got
beautiful
the
book.
it's got a nice little like a hammered feel to the glass,
It does. And it's got the side thingy going on, kind of like there's another company that's got something similar to this.
like a side spout or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah.
it's like perfume type of bottle.
A little bit, a little bit. It definitely has some presence. It's a synthetic cork. The distillery is 1509. Excuse me, and they are the same distillery that Embajador comes from. It's a small distillery. What I can tell you directly from the brand owner, Nene Gonzalez, I asked him, where the agave is coming from, and this distillery is a small one, so it's not like the distillery's agave is already promised to Embajador, which is the flagship brand of the distillery. And what Nene Gonzalez told me was that all the agave, uh, let's see, it's all estate grown, but all the agave comes from their land, their family land, the Gonzalez family, in Jamay, Jalisco, and it is distilled at my friend's Santa Rosa, Jalisco ranch in Los Altos, which is 1509. So they're using their own agave, and that's why this particular tequila won't remind you very much of Embajador at all. And I know I've done a side by side, but it was interesting to get that directly from him that this is an estate grown agave, and they're working with a friend to use their distillery for this tequila. So the Gonzalez family has a history of growing agave and tequila. So it's kind of nice, And this, Alex, according to the Facebook page, the Reposado is aged for 9 months. We're not exactly sure what kind of barrel they're using, but wow, it's nice nose. It's very
Yeah.
light straw color, though, isn't it?
It's an amazing nose actually. It's the first time I put it to my nose, but I could already smell it from way out here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very fragrant.
It's floral and fruity at the same time, I think.
Got a lot of lemon or lime. So it's a lot of that's the roasted agave.
Yep. What I
Yes,
know
yeah.
about the distillery is that they do have ovens. I don't believe that they have autoclaves, so it is if they do, it's a very small production. But I think this is I think they're using the brick ovens as well on this one.
Beautiful tears or legs in the glass.
I like the color on it, Alex. It's really kind of it's pretty. I mean, even through the bottle, you could obviously I've had more than you have, but you can see Alex's. It's very pale. It's like a pale straw color, so
Yes.
it's just enough to take the edge off the Blanco. Ooh, baked agave right on the tail end. Oh wow.
Wow, it's a heavy duty repo.
Yeah, this has got
Got
some
some.
real character to it, doesn't it?
It's got a nice bite to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a medium to long finish. It coats your palate, but not in a bad way. It smells sweeter than on the entry though. Did you notice that, Alex? It's a little
Yes.
bit it's beefier than the nose it's giving you.
Yeah, this is a beefy Repo.
Wow. I would imagine even though they're saying it's 9 months, what the Facebook page is telling us is that they keep their Blanco. This is a misnomer when they say it's aged 50 days. It's not. It's just being stored in a stainless steel silo for 50 days. Ordinarily, I've heard people keep their blancos for 30 or 40 days. This one's kept another 10 days further. So I'm not sure. You know, it might be so potent that that they're letting it settle in for 50 days before they bottle it or they barrel it. And this being aged for 9 months and it's still being so pale, I would imagine this is a used barrel,
Used
and
oak barrel
used
probably.
oak is what I'm thinking. But wow, this has really got some nice baked agave down there too. The wood doesn't invade.
Yeah, it's not masking it at all.
Exactly.
Nice. It definitely commands some respect.
Yeah.
It's got some great structure, especially for being, like you said, it's probably used barrels because it's not. It hasn't taken. It still has some sharp edges on
It
the.
yeah, it does, huh? It needs another 50 days just in the silo. Wow.
But wow, that's good.
Mhm. Uh, you know, what I it's odd for us to begin with the Reposado first, but the reason for it is that when the brand was delivered to me in Texas and Alex in California, um, there was a shortage in the supply, and so Alex wound up with a couple of minis. And our policy is not to do any tastings with anything shorter than a 375 or a 750, just because, especially with an agave this potent, there's no telling, even if you had a full mini, the Blanco I think was had completely been uh,
It leaked out.
it leaked out, yeah, and well, the Blanco being that potent, I would trust it in a bottle, a full 750 or 375 as opposed to a mini, because it's just there's just too many things going on with this Reposado alone that I can only imagine what the Blanco's like.
Yeah, what happens is when by the time we get it, because of the travel time, and whatever delivery company is being used and mishandling our beautiful product
Handling and mishandling. Uh,
and the temperature fluctuations. So there's more of a chance of a 750, coming being more
More stable.
yeah, more stable in the bottle than something
We
small.
if you've looked at our website or have seen our website, we've done some blog posts on how minis have been compromised. People have sent us minis. One company, God bless them, they sent us a beautiful box with chocolate. Remember, Alex, and a cigar, and they sent it to us in a flask in the middle of summertime. So you can only imagine what had happened. And this is an extra añejo this company had sent us. So we try to give everybody a fair shake. So for now, the Alma Reposado, I think highly recommended. But until we get the Blanco and Añejo together, then I would I would hesitate um, to nominate this brand for anything for brand of promise. I do love the packaging though, Alex. I think for packaging we can certainly nominate it because I love the hammered look.
I do.
They've got the some nice designs on the bottle. I like the pour spout, and it pours nicely. It doesn't leak. It's not like some of those perfume bottles that you pour it and it gets everywhere except inside your Riedel. You know. Um, but and that's a shame too. But as soon as we get the Blanco and Reposado, the full size, at least if for your location, I have them. I think it would be prudent for us to hold off and maybe have Alma, see how that works out for our 2015 Brands of Promise, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Um,
No, I definitely think it's a nominee for packaging.
yes,
Reposado is very good. I'm very interested in trying the Blanco. If this is a powerhouse Reposado, that must be a very commanding Blanco. And then the Añejo, I'd love to see what it tastes like, and hopefully in some new oak barrels, or maybe even some used whiskey barrels. I'd love to see what that tastes like.
yeah. This is as you said, it's a very commanding reposado. I think it's very much worth looking for. I think you can find it in Southern California. I'm not sure if we can get it here in Texas, but yeah, again, sadly, their website is down. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe they're updating their website, but at this point in our taping, it is down. But you can find them on Facebook, and they'll give you as much information as they have there. And stick with us here at Tequila Aficionado because as soon as the other two varietals show up, we're going to have them here. So I'm Mike Morales in Texas.
I'm Alex Perez in Southern California, and you've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. And as always, sip wisely.